What is going on, guys? It's your boy DylanDaVillain coming back at you once again with some Total Extreme Wrestling 2020. It's Monday, week 3, February. We're about we're a week we're about 2 weeks away from our pay-per-view, which is In Your House pay-per-view. It has not got a name yet, but we will get the name tonight. But we are going to open up the show with Vince McMahon in the ring. He's standing in the ring. And he has the World Wrestling Federation World Heavyweight title. And in the ring with him is Shawn Michaels, Kid, and Chyna. And Vince McMahon goes, at this time, it comes with sad news that I am going to have to strip Shawn Michaels of the World Heavyweight title. As y'all all know, last Monday, he was viciously powerbombed out of the ring by Sid and re-injuring his back. I've sent Shawn to multiple doctors, and they all agree that Shawn will need to have time off, and that Shawn is going to need surgery on his back. At this time, we have Shawn Michaels via satellite, and he would like to say a few things to you fans. And at this time, Shawn Michaels comes on the big giant Jumbotron TV. And Vince goes, Shawn, thank you for agreeing to appear tonight. Shawn goes, no problem, my pleasure. And Vince says, is there anything that you would like to say? And Shawn goes, yes. He goes, one thing about me is I don't do anything halfway. I don't half-ass anything that I do here in this company. I come out here, and whether you cheer me or whether you boo me, I'll always come out here to entertain you fans. But I do know that with my absence, some of you fans are going to be disappointed. Some of you fans are going to be happy. But I assure you that the World Wrestling Federation is going to be in good hands. And that Vince McMahon will pick a world champion, a fighting champion like myself, as your next World Wrestling Federation champion. I don't care what people think of me. I've always wanted what was best for you fans, and I just wanted y'all to have a good time and enjoy yourselves. I always tried to be the one to provide, whether I was a good guy or bad guy, or what was important to me was my performance and being top level. And with my injury, I cannot perform at the level that I want to perform at. I never wanted to, you fans, spend y'all's hard-earned dollar buying a ticket, and I don't want y'all to come see me with my name advertised and me not being the best that I can possibly. Over the last few months, I've been a lot of talk of people, and people say I have a bad attitude, and it all revolves around this title. All I know is today that one thing is that's not going to revolve around is going to be Shawn Michaels. I don't know where I am right now. I have to go get my back checked out. I have a whole bunch of personal problems that I need to attend to. I may not be able to fix it, but if I don't come back and perform at the level I was at before, then I just can't perform because I don't half-ass anything. I have to come out here, I have to romp and stomp, I have to get tossed around, I have to toss people around, and I like to have fun. The schedule over the last year, I took on being y'all's world champion. I didn't say no. I wanted to do everything. I wanted to enjoy my life as a WWF champion. I wanted to ride the jets. I wanted to ride the limousines. I wanted to be the jet flying, wheeling, dealing, stealing son of a gun. I wanted to be on the TV shows. I wanted to be at all the autograph sessions. I wanted to do everything for you fans. And it breaks my heart that I have to walk away. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go back home and I'm going to see and recover and ponder on whether or not I'm going to have to step back into this ring. The other day when I went to the hospital, the doctor told me that if I don't have time off, and if I don't have the surgery, that even with the surgery, I may never wrestle again. That's the first time in my career that somebody told me that my injury was bad enough that I may never be able to walk or see my kids grow up. And it breaks my heart. So I'm going to go home. I'm going to take time off and I'm going to recover. Whether the WWF champion is Sid, Vader, Undertaker, Stone Cold Steve Austin, whoever wins this World Wrestling Federation heavyweight title, just know that when I do come back, I want to be the first in line for a rematch. I love y'all and thank y'all for being here and supporting me in my time of need, and hopefully I can have a speedy recovery and get back in the ring soon. And if I may never wrestle again, then I hope I can come back and entertain you fans in some way, shape, or form. Thank you. And as Shawn Michaels says, thank you, Triple H grabs the mic and goes, Shawn, I just want you to know that you've always been my best friend here in the World Wrestling Federation. And you always took up for me when nobody else would. And had my back when nobody else would. And I'm going to do whatever it takes to be the leader of the clique when you are out. And I'm going to take the clique to the heights that you dreamed that it was going to be. Shawn, I wish you the best of luck and a speedy recovery, my friend. And I hope to see you soon. Vince McMahon then says, well, thank you, Triple H. That was very kind of you. Now at this time, I would like to address the matter of hand, dealing with the World Wrestling Federation heavyweight title. As you all just seen, Shawn Michaels has to vacate the title. And that leaves our company in a predicament. The predicament being that we do not have a World Heavyweight Champion to face Dwayne Gill at WrestleMania. But I've talked to the board of directors. I've talked to multiple people in management. And we've all came up with this agreement. That we are going to have 4 qualifying matches. 2 this week and 2 next week. To where the winner of these matches will go on to a fatal 4-way at the In Your House pay-per-view. And the winner of that match will go on to face Dwayne Gill for the World Wrestling Federation heavyweight title at WrestleMania. Meaning that the winner of the fatal 4-way will become the number 1 contender along with Dwayne Gill. And these 2 men will face each other at WrestleMania. And at this time, we hear Sid's music hits. We're going to go to the next segment. We hear Sid's music hit, and Sid comes out, and he goes, Vince, you talk about these qualifying matches. I don't understand. I don't get what you're trying to say. I took out your world champion. I beat your world champion on multiple occasions. Hell, I was the last world champion. And you just don't give me the title back? I think this is kind of bullcrap. And I think it's asinine, to say the least, that you're wanting these qualifying matches. Vince goes, Sid, I'm glad you came out here because tonight you're going to be in our main event. Tonight, since you took out Shawn Michaels, there's a man who's been giving me problems in the World Wrestling Federation. Somebody that I want to see destroyed. And I believe that you are the man to get it done. You are the man that I honestly, truly hope can destroy this vile, sick son of a bitch once and for all. And Sid just kind of stands there and he goes, what? You're just not going to give me? I got to qualify like everybody else? And he's like, I should break you. And Vince goes, that's a bad idea. Because if you attack me, not only will you never work for the World Wrestling Federation again, but you'll never work in professional wrestling as long as I see fit. So he kind of stands there. And Vince goes, tonight, I want you to face The Undertaker. And I want you to do to The Undertaker what you did to Shawn Michaels. Now, I hate seeing that Shawn Michaels is injured and hurt. But The Undertaker has this one coming. And I want you to injure and destroy The Undertaker. Sid agrees. So we have tonight's main event. It's going to be The Undertaker versus Sycho Sid in our main event. And the winner of that will go on to the Fatal 4-Way at the pay-per-view. And Vince says, now that that's out of the way, I would like to address, and all of a sudden, before he starts talking, Steve Austin's music hits. Stone Cold comes to the ring. Stone Cold goes, Vince, I don't know what the hell you think you are, or who the hell you think you are, or what the hell you think you're doing. Because if anybody deserves the World Wrestling Federation title, or a shot at the World Wrestling Federation title, it's me. I've beaten The Undertaker. I've beaten Sid. I've beaten Shawn Michaels. I've beaten Vader. I've beaten every single person that you put in front of me. Do love, mankind, whatever the hell he wants to call himself nowadays. I've beaten everybody that you put in front of me, and I don't deserve a shot. And Vince goes, well, Austin, I'm glad that you're out here too. No disrespect to you and Bret Hart, but y'all will not be competing in this tournament. For y'all have signed a contract for WrestleMania for the I Quit match. And if you read in the contract, the winner of that match will go on to face the winner of the World Wrestling Federation heavyweight title match at WrestleMania. So Stone Cold stands there and he goes, so what you're telling me is I got to wait all the way until WrestleMania, beat Bret Hart just to get a shot at the WWF title? And Vince McMahon goes, yes. And if you don't agree with that, then I can suspend you. Stone Cold just stands there for a minute and goes, all right, Vince, I'll play your little games for now. But just know, come WrestleMania, once I beat Bret Hart, I will beat everybody that there is to beat in the World Wrestling Federation. And I don't care if it's Dwayne Gill, Sid, or whoever the hell you're going to put in this Undertaker. I don't care who the hell it is. Because I've beaten them all. And I'll beat anybody who steps in the damn ring with me. Vince goes, all right, that's great. Well, good luck to you, Steve. And Steve Austin shoots him the bird and he walks out the ring. You know, he seems kind of pissed that he can't be in the qualifying match along with Bret the Hitman Hart. But at this time, Vince goes, with all that out of the way, now I can finally speak. Us at the World Wrestling Federation pride ourselves in having the top performers, wrestlers from all around the world. And we pride ourselves of being the best in competition. The best all around the world. We are number one for a reason. And because we don't push has-beens who don't know when it's time to hang up their boots, or wrestlers who are 65 years old trying to become a 16-time world champion. Oh no. We push the hottest, youngest talent that we have to offer. And so that brings me to our tonight's co-main event. Owen and Doolove. Both of y'all men have never received a proper chance to compete for the World Wrestling Federation title. Y'all been in title matches, but y'all never had the opportunity to become the World Wrestling Federation champion. So tonight, I'm going to put y'all two tag team champions, two young talent on my roster, and I'm going to put y'all head to head, with the winner going on to the final four-way, to the fatal four-way at the pay-per-view. The next week's 2 matches will be announced on Shotgun Saturday night. But tonight, our main event will be Undertaker and Sid versus Owen Hart and Doolove. And the other co-main event will be Owen Hart versus Doolove, the 2 tag team champions going at it. The crowd pops and they're just like, oh my God, I can't believe it. Can't believe what's going on. We're going to go to the next segment. And we open up tonight with an abysmal match, which is still a good rating, still a 50. But the Outlaws take on K-Man Express, and the Outlaws defeat K-Man Express when Road Dogg pinned Doug Furnas with the shake, rattle, and roll. Doug Philifon, 45. Doug Furnas, 44. Road Dogg, 47. Billy Gunn, 50. Both teams got the tag team bonus, but Doug and Phil LaFon, they got the tag team specialist, and Billy Gunn and Road Dogg showed excellent chemistry when teaming together. Announcing and commentary gave the match a boost. It got a 50. Good segment, good opening match. We go to our next segment. And it is the debuting Jushin Thunder Liger as he defeats Flash Funk with a sheer drop brainbuster. Match got a 59. Awesome stuff. Liger with the 52. Flash Funk with a 56. This is the debut of Jushin Thunder Liger. Previous episodes, we have announced that Jushin Thunder Liger will be a part of the light heavyweight tournament going forward at WrestleMania for the new World Wrestling Federation light heavyweight title. It will be an 8-man tournament, and these 8 men will compete all the way up till WrestleMania until there's the final 2. And the final 2 will compete for the new light heavyweight title. Liger making his debut. Big debut. 60. Great stuff. Great stuff. Vince McMahon, after the match, he interviews Jushin Thunder Liger. He asks Liger, what's his hopes being here in the World Wrestling Federation? And he pretty much says, Liger's not very good with English, but Liger says, I'm honored to be here in the World Wrestling Federation. Y'all talk about how y'all are the number 1 company in the world, how y'all have the best wrestlers from all around the world, and I would like to be a part of that, and I would love to be the first light heavyweight champion of the World Wrestling Federation. Vince McMahon thanks Jushin Thunder Liger as we go on to the next segment. Segment got a 66. Oh, okay. Here we go. So, Vince McMahon, we go to commercial and we come back, and Vince McMahon is in his office. And this time you hear a knock at the door. Vince goes, come on in. And Jeff Jarrett goes, it's Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett walks in and goes, Vince, I'm sorry about Saturday. I'm sorry. I understand that you were grieving your wife. I apologize. I'm so sorry about everything. You know, it won't happen again. It won't happen again. Vince goes, shut up. What do you want? Jeff Jarrett goes, well, you're talking about giving young guys opportunities and how your promotion pushes young guys. The last company I came from, you know, they didn't give a damn about young guys. They had young guys jobbing out to men who should be in wheelchairs, drunks, alcoholic, pillheads, dopers, you know, Vince, all this type of stuff. And you're a man, you're a businessman. And I'm Jeff Jarrett, man. I'm Jeff Jarrett. I'm Double J Jeff Jarrett. I'm one of the biggest stars. You said it yourself. I'm one of the biggest stars this company's ever signed. Vince goes, hold on. I never said that. Linda said that. I've seen your work, Jeff, and you're mediocre at best. But I'll tell you what. I got a big surprise for you tonight. Somebody making their big debut tonight. And I'll tell you, if you beat this man, the next Monday Night Raw, I'll put you in the qualifying matches. And Jeff Jarrett goes, are you serious? You're really going to, really? You're going to give me a chance? Vince goes, yes. Yes, I will. If you can beat this man. And Jeff Jarrett goes, well, who's the man? You know? Vince stands there for a minute and he ponders. And he goes, well, you're just going to have to go out there and find out for yourself. Jeff Jarrett kind of just stands there and goes, okay. Well, I'm going to go get ready for my match. And Vince goes, you do that. And then we go to our next segment. And it is the Ultimate Warrior. The Ultimate Warrior, Jeff Jarrett comes to the ring, and the Ultimate Warrior just comes out there and squashes him. Ultimate Warrior makes his return to the World Wrestling Federation after a couple years. Ultimate Warrior comes out and just squashes Jeff Jarrett in less than 3 minutes. Jeff Jarrett did not win. And that ends this match. Ultimate Warrior celebrates. Jeff Jarrett is this. He hasn't even moved. He's just laid out cold. Warrior with the 83. Jeff Jarrett with a 64. Match got a 54, which is terrible. Let's find out why this match did so terrible. Well, okay. From what it's saying is, it pretty much is saying because this match is not a part of a storyline, then it did poor in the segment, which kind of sucks. I was really thinking this match was going to do better, but again, Ultimate Warrior makes his big debut against Jeff Jarrett. Jeff Jarrett eats the pin, and that's that. The next segment, we go to commercial, and as we come back from commercial, we see Dwayne Gill, and as y'all all know, he's been feuding with Jim Cornette and Vader, and it seems he's out like in the middle of like an alleyway, and with Al Snow and Bob Holly, and Dwayne Gill's like, well, it's freezing cold out here, guys. Like, what do you got me out here? And Al Snow goes, look, me and Bob were both thinking, and you need some training, Gill, especially if you're going to take on Vader. Gill goes, I can beat Vader. I beat Vader once before. I can do it again. And Al Snow and Bob goes, yeah, with our help, Gill. Sometimes we're not going to always be there to help you win matches. So you're going to have to train. And he's like, so how am I going to train? You know, like we can't afford to go to the gym. And Al Snow goes, yeah, that's true. He goes, I got it. So what they do is, you see the next clip is Dwayne Gill, and it looks like he's bench pressing a bar and stuff like that. And on the bar, they have like a whole bunch of cinder blocks on it and stuff like that. You know, he's broke. He doesn't have money. He doesn't have no money. He can barely afford to buy a nice car. He finally got a new car, which is an old AMC Pacer that he bought for $100, and he's lifting the weights and everything. He's working out. Then it's kind of like a Rocky montage. You know, they go to a meat locker, and like he's punching the meat in the freezer and stuff like that, while Al Snow and Bob Holly are cutting meat off and putting it on a sandwich and eating it and stuff like that. And they're having him drink raw eggs, and then he drinks the raw eggs and then throws it up everywhere. You know, like he's trying to be like Rocky, but like it's totally backfiring. He's trying to run up the steps, and like halfway up the steps, he's out of breath because he just can't keep up, and his stamina and everything like that. And then Al Snow slaps him on the back, and he lunges forward and everything like that. And Al's like, yeah, that was some great training. I think you're going to do good at the pay-per-view, Gil. And Gil goes, you really think so? And Al's like, yeah. He has like the assuring his friend, but he knows he's about to get killed by Vader. And he's like, yeah, man, you're going to do great at the pay-per-view. You're going to do fantastic. Gil goes, boy, that was the hardest training session of my life. Yeah, I think I even put on some muscle, and he flexes his muscles, and he doesn't have nothing. He's just a little skinny jabroni guy and everything. And that's this segment. Dwayne Gill working out with the Job Squad and everything. Segment got a 68. So we're gonna go move on to our next segment, and we see Owen Hart and Doolove backstage, and Doolove is standing there, and he's just checking himself out in the mirror. And Owen's just sitting there, and he's just like, can you believe this, dude? He's like, look, I know that we're tag team partners. I know that he's kind of thinking about it, and he's like, trying to think of the word to use here. He's like, I know that we're acquaintances, but I'm not going to hold back in tonight's match. I'm going to go out there and I'm going to beat you, whether if you were my tag team partner or not. That's the same thing that David would want. That's the same thing that Brian Pillman would want. Anybody, any one of my friends backstage would want from me is 100%. Dude goes, "Ow, baby, I wouldn't expect no less. Just like you, I'm gonna give you my all, and I want you to give me your all. I want you to give me everything. I want you to put it on me to where I can feel it deep inside till I know." And Owen's just like, "What the?" Like, he looks at dude and he's like, What the hell? What? No, no." And dude goes, "What's the matter? You're not going to give it all to me?" And Owen goes, "Oh, I'm going to give it to you. I'm going to give it to you hard." And Dude Love's just like, "Yeah, that's the way I want it, baby. I want it hard, and I want it rough." And Owen's just like, "I'm going to give it to you hard, and I'm going to give it to you rough. And when I get out there, I'm going to do everything it takes to give it to you and win." And Dude goes, "Oh, yeah, talk to me, talk to me." And Dude's just like, "Well, I'll see you out there in the ring, buddy." And he slaps Owen on the back, and Owen's just like, yeah, I'll see you out there." So we go on to the next segment. We go to commercial, and we go to the next segment. And Owen Hart and Dude Love have an 87 competitive match. And Dude Love picks up the surprise win when he catches Owen Hart by surprise with a quick roll-up pinfall in 12:54 by pinfall with the roll-up. Dude Love picks up the win. Dude Love moves on. This segment did not do as good as I wanted it to. Again, I don't know why. Oh, Dude Love holding back. Okay. Damn you, Mick Foley. That'll be alright. So, Dude Love picks up the surprise win over Owen. And Owen looks kind of upset. He stands in the middle of the ring, and Dude Love's dancing, and he's driving and stuff like that. And Owen being Owen, he's not happy that he lost this match. After the match, Dude Love's dancing and everything, and Dude Love goes to put out his hand to shake it. And Owen kind of just stands there, and he looks at Dude Love's hand for a minute. And the crowd's just like, "Oh my God, Owen." Like, is Owen going to attack him? Like, the announcer's like, is Owen going to take out his frustration on Dude Love? Like, what's going on here? And Owen just looks at it for a minute, and he shakes Dude Love's hand. And he pats him on the back, and he raises Dude Love's hand, and he points at him. And then Owen just gets out of the ring, and he shakes his head in disappointment that he lost and everything, and he walks to the back as Dude Love continues to celebrate. So, Owen being a good sport about losing to Dude Love. Segment got an 85, which is awesome. So we're going to go on to the next segment, and it is a promo from Rocky Maivia. And Rocky goes, "Farouk, Saturday I told you I wanted answers, and you still haven't got answers to me. You still haven't responded. You still haven't agreed onto the cage match coming this pay-per-view. So I tell you what, on Shotgun Saturday night, I'm going to search up and down these locker rooms, and I'm going to find you. I'm going to find your candy ass, and I'm going to put my size 16 boot right up your ass, and I'm going to get my answers. Because if you ain't going to answer me, you're going to be a little chicken shit, you're going to be a little coward, then you can do that. But I'm going to come find you, and I'm going to whoop your ass myself, and I'm going to drag you out to the ring, and I'm going to beat you in front of all these millions and millions of fans and millions watching at home. Because if you ain't going to answer me, then I'm just going to come find you and beat your ass this Shotgun Saturday night." And that's the promo. That's the promo. We then go to commercial, and we come back for our big main event. Our big main event is going to be The Undertaker versus Psycho Sid. And in the match, I'm going to hold off until I click next segment. And in the match, Undertaker comes out, and it's just Undertaker. He doesn't have his ministry with him, his followers, as the Dark Lord like to call it. And Sid comes out, and this is pretty much going to be like a two big, just like with the Kane match, two big motherfuckers just going at it, swinging fist, beating the shit out of each other. But during the match, Sid starts getting the upper hand on The Undertaker. And all of a sudden, with a steel chair from out of the way, the ref takes a ref bump and stuff like that, you know. And then all of a sudden, this guy just comes out from the crowd, and he looks like Hunter Hearst Helmsley. It's Triple H. And Triple H comes and hits Sid and with a chair, causing Sid to get the DQ win over the Undertaker. And Triple H and Sid continue to fight each other. Triple H and Sid. Triple H jumps on Sid and he's starting to beat him up. And Undertaker kind of just rolls out of the ring and was like, what the fuck just happened? And he just leaves. He doesn't give a shit what just happened. Him and Sid and Triple H continue to fight. And they continue to fight, and Triple H gets the upper hand on Sid and beats Sid, pedigrees Sid, and Triple H then grabs the mic and goes, Sid, if you think I'm going to let what happened to Shawn Michaels just get swept underneath the table, then you got another thing coming. Because if it's up to me, I don't care if you won this match or not. Thanks to my help, I don't care if you won this match. I don't care what about this damn tournament. All I care about is you and me getting my hands on you. And I'll be damned if you're the one who goes to the In Your House pay-per-view to compete for the World Wrestling Federation title. If anybody should be competing for the World Wrestling Federation title, it's me, to honor Shawn Michaels, not you. You're just a walking hazard. And I tell you what, I'm going to do everything in my power to make sure that you never walk again, just like you tried to injure my friend. I'm going to make it a personal mission of mine to injure you, Sid. And that finishes the show. Show got an 82. I thought it was going to do better. We did a whole bunch of fucking bangers. Ignore the pre-show. I'm checking out people that are signed to the roster and seeing where they're at and tag teams and stuff like that. Pre-show, we had Christian and Edge defeat the Hardys. I'm not going to give you all their ratings or scores. Match got a 37. Just know that. They're not very popular people. Shawn Michaels vacates the title. 86, 88. A whole bunch of good matches. And a whole bunch of good promos. But the problem was the matches that I thought were going to do good didn't really do good. Increased our popularity in 15 regions. We're still trying to get a better Canadian-British deal for TV. I'm not quite there yet in pop, but we're not gaining popularity in any of those regions. We're kind of like at a stalemate until I go overseas and do shows. But the show got an 82, which is, I think, one of our best shows that we've done so far. 82. So usually at this time of the video, I usually thank everybody for watching, liking, subscribe. So thank y'all for liking and subscribing to the channel. Thank y'all for watching the video, leaving a comment down below, doing all that cool stuff. I really appreciate it. It really motivates me to get back on here and record some TEW episodes for you guys. I love y'all from the bottom of my heart. And y'all are awesome, man. Like, me and Sky really appreciate everything that y'all do, you know, like in watching the videos and stuff like that. We really do appreciate it. Sometimes I get a loss for words. I really don't know what to say or any of that stuff. But thank y'all from the bottom of my heart. I enjoy making videos for you guys. I enjoy recording. I enjoy doing every single thing for you guys. We have 7 Days to Die coming out in the upcoming weeks as I'm recording this. As I'm recording this video, today is February 26th, which is a Friday. I'm probably going to have this video up on a Monday at noon, usual time like I always do. But I'm telling you that, I'm telling you today's date, because by March 8th, for those of y'all don't know, I don't like sharing a whole bunch of personal information, but me and my wife are having a baby, and she is due March 8th, and she will be in labor March 8th, and we are having a baby. So in the upcoming weeks, if we are not uploading videos as consistent as we usually do, that is why I'm dealing with a new baby. And I'll get back to the TEW videos as soon as I can. That's why I was kind of pushing for 2 every week, and then I went to 1 every week, and now I'm like 1 every other week. Please be patient. They will be recording as much as I can and be put out as much as possible. I love you guys. Thank y'all for watching and subscribing for the video. Shout out to my man John for making the thumbnails, like always. I'm not going to tell you his personal information, but he is probably fixing to go to college to do computer design. So I want to give a congratulations to him, man. You're awesome at what you do. I love you from the bottom of my heart, man. I could not make these videos awesome without your help and the thumbnails. I really appreciate everything that you do for me, brother. Thank y'all for everybody. Thank y'all for everybody from the TEW Facebook page who comes and watches the videos. It means the world to me. If y'all like this, feel free to watch other videos that me and my partner, I shouldn't say partner, my best friend, Sky, does. Records and puts up on YouTube. We would like it if y'all check that out and let us know what y'all think. Let us know what games y'all would like to see and stuff like that. I rambled on long enough. Hopefully by the time this video comes out, my wife has not went into labor and everything. So love, peace, and chicken grease. And I will see y'all as soon as I can on the next one, guys. This has been DylanDaVillain. Peace out.